Hi, here is Chapter 8, Business English, Writing in the Workplace. Check in with the semicolon. Here we go. Semicolon is another part of what you have to learn for this class, right? Semicolons, here we go, is another punctuation. So, how we use semicolons. Semicolon is another sign of punctuation used to make certain that a sentence flows clearly without any misreading. It is primarily used to join two independent clauses. All right? Again, you could use commas and the word and a comma for two independent clauses, but sometimes for clarity, you may use a semicolon. So, rule 8.1, when there is no conjunction between two independent clauses, use a semicolon, right? As I mentioned. So here we go. There are many job opportunities in the hospitality industry, semicolon. This is how it looks, right? Period over a comma is a semicolon. We'll talk about colon later on. There are many job opportunities in the hospitality industry. It is a semicolon, it is a fast growing business. Conjunction is omitted. Semicolon joins the two closely related clauses, right? So now, here we go. There are many job opportunities in the hospitality suite. And here, if you would put and, comma and, it is a fast growing in business, it still sounds correct. But sometimes it is easier and simpler to make the point that you don't use the word and, right? So there are many job opportunities in the hospitality industry, semicolon, it is a fast growing business, okay? A little tougher rule. 8.2, semicolon usage again. When there is a comma in both or either one of the independent clauses in a compound sentence, place a semicolon before the conjunction, right? So here, if you reserve now, comma, and you will receive a 10% discount on the room rate, here do not put a comma, put a semicolon, and we offer complimentary breakfast, right? If you reserve now, comma, and there's a comma in both or one of the independent clauses like you see here, right? You need to put a comma. Do not put a comma here. Put a semicolon. A little tougher to remember, no doubt about it, right? And we offer complimentary breakfast. So semicolon here if you see a comma here. That's 8.2. 8.3 is a few rules for semicolons. 8.3, when items in a series contain internal commas, use a semicolon to separate the items. Here. Popular ski resorts are located in Mount Snow, Vermont, right? Semicolon because there's a comma right there. This is internal, internal and internal, right there and right there. So you need to put a semicolon here and a semicolon here, right? So this distinguishes that these are together, and these are together. It's not a colon that goes here, right? It's a semicolon because this is not a list, so we'll talk about colon afterwards, right? So popular ski resorts are located in Mount Snow, Vermont, semicolon, Aspen, Colorado, semicolon, and Park City, Utah, okay? A little tougher one to remember, no doubt. 8.4, when terms such as for example, namely, or for instance, introduce a list of items, use a semicolon before the term and a comma after it, okay? Again, this is a tough rule. Hotel chains are expanding their consumer markets, semicolon, namely, comma, resorts, comma, convention facilities, comma, and extended stay. If you don't have stay here, if you don't have namely, you would probably just use if you are introducing a list, you would probably use here a colon. But because there's namely here now, or for example, you would need a semicolon there. Okay? You need to practice these rules. You need to do the exercises on your own to try and understand. Don't come to class, please, and say, I don't know how to do this exercise. Can you please explain? I will explain, but I'm not going to do the exercise for you this time around. You will need to do it on your own. This is the only way you're going to learn about this. I cannot give you the answers all the time without you trying it. You need to try. Right? Semicolon. Usage when two independent clauses are connected by a conjunctive adverb, which is a connecting word, right? Here they are. Use a semicolon before the conjunctive adverb and a comma after it, okay? So conjunctive adverbs include however, therefore, right? You know these ones very well. Furthermore, moreover, nevertheless, otherwise, and consequently. These are conjunctive adverbs. Here we go. So, your club membership expired last month. Semicolon, however, you can renew it, however, comma, you can renew it at our discount rate. Okay? So here, as soon as you see there's a however, or moreover, therefore, or any of these conjunctive adverbs. Adverbs modify usually verbs, right? So, your club membership expired last month. So expired, however, it expired, but however, right? So however is really, right? It is modifying expired. Your club membership expired last month. Semicolon, however, you can renew at our discount rate. Okay? So yes, semicolon number 8. A little bit more demanding. We can review this for sure. But like I said, you need to do the exercises on your own. Do not come to class without having done your exercise and say, I don't understand. You need to try it, right? So here are some examples that you could try. Okay, so once you've done that, some more information on modifiers. Like I mentioned, what they modify words. Modifiers are words intended to clarify or describe a statement. Modifiers must be placed close to the words they modify. If they are placed incorrectly in a sentence, modifiers can create confusion for the reader, right? So here are some examples. Dave wrote his remarks while traveling to New York on the computer, right? So what's it saying? It says, was David traveling on the computer? It's a misplaced phrase, right? David wrote his remarks while traveling to New York on the computer. Was he traveling to New York on the computer? Of course not. But that's what it sounds like. Correct? David wrote his remarks on the computer while traveling to New York, right? So this here is dangling right here. It's called dangling. You need to replace it somewhere else, and you need to put it here, right? David wrote his remarks on the computer while traveling to New York. Here we go. An introductory phrase should modify the intended subject of the sentence, otherwise it becomes a dangling modifier. So here we go. While attending the meeting, the news of the earthquake was given to us. So introductory clause is dangling, modifies the wrong word, right? While attending the meeting, the news of the earthquake was given to us. It's not clear. This is dangling. Here it's correct. While attending the meeting, we received the news of the earthquake. What? So you know what I'm saying? This is not clear here. It's dangling. While attending the meeting, we received the news of the earthquake. While attending the meeting, the news of the earthquake was given to us. It is not clear, right? This modifies the wrong word. This clarifies it. Introductory clause refers to subject we. While attending the meeting, we. While attending the meeting, the news. You understand? While attending the meeting does not modify the news. It is wrong. It modifies us, but us should be up here, it should be closer to the actual modifier. So while attending the meeting, we received the news of the earthquake. Here are some examples for you to correct. All right, that is this chapter. And like I said, semicolons a little tougher. And so you need to practice to get good at it. Thank you.